My life, he will think, my life, but he won't be able to think beyond this, and he will keep repeating the words to himself, part chant, part curse, part reassurance, as he slip into the other world that he visits when he is in such pain, that world he knows is never far from his own, but that he can never remember after, my life. Hey guys, it's Michael. So for my next vlog review that I thought I would do, it's going to be A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Okay, I always have issues saying her last name, but yes. This is one of the most hyped books this year. Like, it has been super hyped. So I'm super excited to read it. The only thing I know about this book is that it's about 4 friends. That's super sad, and it's supposed to be good, so that's it. I just started on this. I'm on chapter 2. Yeah, chapter 2 of part 1. It's a huge book, so I'm going to be reading this like a lot for the next few days. So yes, I'll let you know what I think after each chapter. So far, it's okay. I mean, it's just starting, so I just got on part 2. Chapter 1 now. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. It's really, I mean, it's definitely trigger warning central. Like, I completely understand why people are giving these trigger warnings. It's a little sad right now, but I have no opinions on it so far. It's like literally only 1/10 of the book, so I'm gonna go back to reading now. Okay, so I'm not done with this part yet. It's a long chapter. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm kind of speechless at what just happened right now. Yeah, I'll check in, because I think I'm almost done with this chapter. I'll check back in, but that's crazy. Yeah. Alright, so I just finished chapter 1 of part 2. Yes, so I'm about to start part 2 tomorrow probably, because it's getting really late right now. I'm starting to really like it. The previous chapter was basically about Jude and his life story. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is sad. Like, this is a sad story. I thought people were literally like, oh, it's just a sad story when I saw reviews of it, but no, it is sad. Yeah. Look how beautiful the day is today. So yes, I have to go somewhere soon because I have to go eat pizza with my family, but I just finished the last part of book 2, so part 2, so now I'm on part 3, Vanities, and about to go to part 1 of that. I'm really liking it. I feel like the book is finally like finding its stride. It's more concentrated on Jude now because, hold on, let me take this off. Okay, yeah, it's more concentrating on Jude, who's basically the central character, and his story is so interesting. Like, this book is it's getting really good. I'm really liking it. And the thing is, it's one of those books where I don't really know where it's going to go, because right now I'm probably like only 20-something% done with it, and I have no idea where it's heading, and that's such a great feeling. It's also having like some chapters with, just mind the noise, my dad is building something. It's also having this moment where like other characters are getting chapters too, so you find out other characters in Jude's life. It's just really interesting. So good, and all the people around him are really great. The thing is though, like, now I just realized the first part, where it's just random characters, like, well, not random, but the other characters, I was like, where is this going? But now I definitely can see like Jude being the central character, and I'm really excited. So before we go eat this pizza, I am going to read like maybe a couple of pages. So yes. So I'm currently in the middle right now on 247. Um, yeah, I'm just here at the coffee shop reading, so I'm gonna read some now. Alright, so I am on part 4, the axiom of equality, part 1. I'm actually reading next to this bench outside, and it's a really nice day. And I find that usually if I go different places, like read at different areas, that I can read better. Like it motivates me to read, like especially right now. It's such a nice day. I got me some coffee, so I left the coffee shop and now I'm here gonna listen to some music while I read. Yeah, so I'm about to finish this chapter. It's a long chapter, but I have to make this video because I feel some type of way about this new character. So we get introduced to this new character named Caleb, and he has me feeling some type of way. Like, yeah, basically. Whew. The thing is, the more I read this, the more I'm realizing that it is going to be sadder. Like, it's just going to get even more depressing, essentially. But also, I am noticing some, like, I wouldn't call them flaws, but inconsistencies, especially the pacing and the way that the stories jumps around, essentially, is not as smooth as like it can be, but or might have been. But it's because it's sometimes, for me anyways, sometimes it's like a little bit jarring. And so yeah, that part I am also noticing, and that's just like a little thing that I'm noticing, that the jumping around is a little bit off-putting, but I'm getting more used to it. I mean, I'm not even halfway done with it, so that's how it tells you how long the book is. Alright, so I just finished chapter 1, which was super long, and about to go to chapter 2 of part 4. The ending of the previous chapter of chapter 1, my god, like, I don't really know what to say. It was really intense, that's all I gotta say. I need to go eat after that, like, go do something happy and fun. You know, I'm finally understanding what what the title means. Like, I'm getting it. I am completely understanding it. Alright, so I'm about to read some more of this. I'm outside with this little one over here. Say hi. No? Okay. Yeah, it's a really nice day outside again. I'm going to read. Alright, hey guys, so my cousins came over like usual, and I didn't get any chance to do some reading, so now that they're gone and it's quite late at night, I'm gonna try to read at least one chapter. So I just finished part 2 of, well, chapter 2 of part 4. Yeah. I'm losing count on which part I'm at it, but yeah, I'm kind of feeling also like it's a little bit long-winded right now. Like, yeah, things are happening, yeah, definitely, and the story is progressing. But in the back of my mind, I'm having this thought of like, I don't know what the right phrase, I guess is like it feels like it's almost like it's so stretched out right now. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna keep reading. It's still pretty good so far. Is it sad? Yes, of course, like usual. So I might have to take a break and let me go listen to something else. But it is pretty late, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Maybe I'll continue this tomorrow. Maybe I'll get to... Yeah, I'm halfway through, so that's exciting. Look at this one over here. Hey! Nope. Okay. Okay. So, hey guys, so I'm outside again, because it's a nice day again. I am halfway through the book now, which is great, and got my cinnamon Oop, a little bit. Oh, okay. Got my Cinnabon coffee. I'm going to try to read some before I have to go back to work today. Hopefully I get a lot of reading done. These chapters are long, so yes, I'm gonna go back to reading now. Alright, so I'm halfway through the chapter, and yeah, I think things are about to change, or something's definitely gonna happen that's gonna change stuff. So I'm gonna keep reading because it's getting really interesting. Okay, so now you find out what happens to Jude. Bruh. Yeah. So I just found out like what happened. It's sad. Alright, I'm taking a break because unfortunately I have to go back to work. So hopefully I get home from work and then I'm gonna try to read before I go to sleep tonight. So we'll see how far I go. Alright, hey guys, so I'm home from the thing I had to do, so yeah, I'm gonna try to read, but I think I'm gonna go to sleep and then just read tomorrow. So until then, bye! So I'm taking a break from reading. Bullet, come here! Come here! Or not. Bring it back! What are you doing? Right, so I'm about to start part 5. Yeah, according to Goodreads, I'm like roughly around 60-ish around there percentage. So I can feel like I'm having a real grasp of the novel, so I can really give some thoughts about it now. I think I'm gonna go against the grain on this one because the reviews that I have seen of this, like especially in the beginning when the book started getting really popular, are really positive reviews, and I can really see that. I see how people can really connect to these characters, because especially Jude, he is going through shit. He's going through a lot, so I can really see that. And Yanagihara does a really good, I think she does a great job of encapsulating like the moment, the emotions that Jude is going through, and especially because the part before this, you get to see why explain something in the past, why he is like that. So as it's kind of like she's revealing slowly on why things are happening, and you can really start. It's easier to connect to Jude because of his past, and the things are happening in the present is because of the past. If that makes any sense. But I can also like this is where I'm conflicted about this book, is because I feel like this book, I sense the rawness. I see it. It's really raw. I mean, I think that's the only word I can really think of to explain it. It's that it is really raw. So but at the same time, it's also not refined. Hence the antonym of raw. So and what I mean by that is I feel like this book kind of also needed well, okay, I'm not done through it. So I also feel like maybe some editing would have been better, because yes, it's great that we get to experience the other characters and how they, what about their lives are and how their lives are shaped, but it's also sometimes I would, maybe the word I'm looking for is smooth, like it doesn't transition well when I'm so invested into Jude and then all the other characters. I'm just like, can we just go back to Jude? So I don't know how it's going to end. Maybe the ending will change that, but as of right now, that's how I'm feeling. So I'm gonna go back to reading now. This moment right now that's happening in the book, it's intense. It's crazy. It's really crazy. I actually shouted and Bullet woke up, so Okay, I'm gonna keep reading because it's really good. So, I am reading. This book is just depressing. Like, even though it's called The Happy Years, it's definitely not happy. This is like having a weird effect on me. This is me basically spilling out how I'm feeling about the book right now. And it does. It's like draining. It's like draining. Yeah. It's not. It's like. It's draining. Just draining. God, these things that's happening to him is just awful. I'm gonna go back to reading now. Yo, like. This happy year section is not happy. Like, alright, so I'm kind of whispering, but I'm about to get on part 3. I'm reading as I take care of this little one. Yeah, the last parts were really sad. Like, generally, really sad. So I'm going to try to read while she sleeps. Um, okay, okay. I'm conflicted about how I feel about this book, but I'll probably talk about it more when I get to, like, my final wrap up about once I finish this, because I'm really close to being done. Okay, so I just started on this, and oh my gosh, like, what? Talk about the struggle. Oh, now she just farted. She just farted. Okay, so this is like long, bruh. Alright, so I'm getting towards the end. I'm almost done. Um, and I have this feeling that something is going to happen in the end that it's kind of like giving clues almost. And I don't know if that's just me, maybe looking too deep into it, but if it happens the way I think it's going to end, I am going to feel some type of way. Like, I don't know if I'll be mad, angry, saddened, disappointed. Like, I don't know, but I will feel some type of emotion if it happens the way I think it's going to end. Let's hope not. So, I'm about to get to the last part of the book. Thank goodness, because it is incredibly long. So the part before this, something happened, and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm going to keep reading now. Hopefully I finish it tonight, but if I don't, then there's tomorrow. So at the end of the previous part, I thought something else was like, oh, the outcome of this is going to be different. It's not. It's not. Alright, so I just finished chapter 1 of the last part. Oh, hold on, let me hold this correctly. I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm tired and it's late. I have work tomorrow. I'll just finish it up tomorrow. I don't know when I'll give the wrap up, but the reason why is this is usually when I read a book, I can usually know how many stars I'm gonna give it. Like, usually once I'm halfway through, I can really feel how I'm liking it. This one's a little bit more difficult because I can really see the flaws in the book. Like, it's not a perfect book at all, but I can definitely see emotional rawness to it, I guess you could say, something like that. Like, I can really, it's a hard rating to give, that's for sure. I'll see how the ending is, and then maybe I'll have a more understanding, but as of right now it's like really up in the air, which is really strange for me. Yeah, I'll talk about it when I do my final thing, but I'm going to sleep, so see you on the next clip. Alright, so I'm on the last part 7. I'm covering the title just in case. It's a little bit of a spoiler, so I'm covering it. Yeah, I'm gonna read this. It's literally like maybe the last part. I'm hoping it's not that long, but yes, I definitely have thoughts on this book, and it's really weird. So I'm gonna read this before I go to dinner, and then I'll do the filming of the wrap-up maybe later on, like my final thoughts and whatnot. Alright, I gotta read the acknowledgements, and I'm done. I'm finished. I finally finished it, so yes. I am going to film my final thoughts maybe tomorrow, just to get to process everything, I guess you could say. But overall, I'm really conflicted on how to rate this book, and it really proved to me this last chapter, like, I can really see the flaws of the book. Like, it's not a perfect book at all. I can really see the flaws, but at the same time, I really appreciate the emotional impact from the book. So yes, yeah, I'll film my final thoughts for tomorrow. So yes. Hey guys, it's Michael! So, it's been a couple of days now since I finished A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara? Yes, there it is. And I finally did rate it on Goodreads, and so this is my final thoughts, and I just wanted to let you know what I thought about the book. So first off, this book was long, as you can tell by all those clips. It was a really long. In case you don't know, this book is about a group of friends just basically living their lives, but it does center around Jude, and that's why you see me talk a lot about him, because he is essentially, he's the main character in that story. You can tell that I was really conflicted on how I felt about this book, because it just had a lot of conflicting points of view, essentially. It's really sad, but at the same time it has hope. You can really see the light at the end of the tunnel type of thing. The book is really long, but it has a contrast, a juxtaposition about how life, yes, it is long, but it's such a short little life. Yeah, it might feel long, but when you look back at it, it is really short, and you should live life to the fullest. Also, let me talk, this is basically a rant, so it has no order or whatsoever. I didn't write anything down. Let me talk about the characters. Now, Jude, I completely understand where he's coming from, especially when you start getting the reasons why he acts the way he acts, why he doesn't reveal a lot of things, why he's really quiet, well, yeah, why he's really quiet about the things that happen in his life. But then also, I also felt like some of his friends, and like Harold and them, and Andy, I felt like they were almost enablers also. But then you could also argue with that because they're not essentially enablers, they just don't know how to help him because he doesn't want to reveal so much about himself that a lot of them didn't know what was going on. It was like the whole time during this book, I kept fighting with myself about how I felt. The writing is really simplistic, it's not too flowery. It's weird how, to me though, like, it's weird how it doesn't have a smooth transition on like the characters' perspectives because it jumps around so much. The characters, like sometimes it would be super confusing. Probably like 99.9% of all of these characters, well, all of these characters are males essentially. It sometimes had this air of like mystery because especially when you start a new chapter, she just keeps using he, and it's like, who is he? Who's this one now talking about Jude? Who's this one like living their life? Because you see who, it's also like kind of a mystery. Overall though, I liked the book. I really liked it. Again, this is like the conflicting part of it. It's not perfect, but at the same time, I don't think it's supposed to be perfect. Like, no book, don't get me wrong, no book is perfect. Even though if it's not perfect, there's still that je ne sais quoi about it, and this book definitely has it. It's not structured that well in my opinion. Like I said, it jumps around a lot and it can get confusing. Like some things happen so fast sometimes to me, like I was like, oh okay, that it doesn't really like has a steady pace, but at the same time she has to compact all of this, like, basically 50 years of living in 700 pages. Again, conflicted, me personally, again. This video is already long, but yes, I would recommend this book actually, even though it has flaws essentially. I can kind of overlook it in a way, but at the same time, I can't like look away. I can just overlook it essentially. It will go on, definitely go on my top books of 2015, because I did have a connection with Jude, and I really like him as a character. It didn't elicit some sort of like strong emotion for me with books essentially. Like if it has a emotional resonance with me, I can really feel it. This one I just felt sad and depressed the whole time, which I guess is an emotion, but at the same time, I don't know, I'm just ranting at this point. But yeah, I would recommend it. I gave it 4 stars out of 5. I really liked it. I might bump it up eventually, but as of right now, I think it is definitely worth a read, that's for sure, with all the buzz that it's getting. I don't know if it'll win, I don't think it'll win the Man Booker, that's for sure, but it might win the National Book Award. I think it might win that. I haven't checked out some of the other books, but I'm not gonna lie though, Welcome to Bragsville was really good. So yes, that's so much ranting already as it is. Until then, if you read the book, let me know what you thought about it. No spoilers for the people that haven't read it. Until then, I'll see you guys till later. Bye!